Have you ever heard a place whispered about in your town? A place that even grown-ups are too scared to mention? In the quiet town of Elmswood, just past the old stone bridge, lies a forest called Hollow Pines. And some secrets, well, they don't stay buried. Let's meet our heroes. This is Maya, the brave and curious leader of the group. With her trusty flashlight and a backpack full of gear, she's ready for anything. Next up is Leo, the tech-savvy comic relief. He's never without his gadgets and a pocket full of gummy worms for emergencies. Then there's Zoe, the quiet genius. With her notebook and magnifying glass, she's the brains of the operation, always one step ahead. And finally, Max, the crew's filmmaker. He's obsessed with catching everything on camera, especially if it's spooky. Together, they're the Elmswood Mystery Club. Our story begins just after the school bell rings. Maya, Leo, Zoe, and Max are walking home when the conversation turns to the one place they've all been warned about. Leo tries to play it cool, saying Hollow Pines is just a bunch of trees with a creepy name. But Zoe, ever the expert on local lore, reminds him that trees don't whisper at night. Maya has a new piece of the puzzle. Their teacher mentioned a kid named Liam Bell who vanished near the forest 30 years ago and was never seen again. Max, ever the dramatist, raises his camcorder and asks, did he vanish? Or was he taken? That's all the encouragement Maya needs. With a determined grin, she declares, let's find out. The friends arrive at the edge of the forest. The trees loom over them, dark and menacing. A cold wind blows through the clearing, making the leaves rustle like faint whispers. Zoe consults her notes, sharing the legend of the Whisperer, an entity you supposedly hear before you see it. Leo, trying to mask his fear, jokes about stuffing his ears with gummy worms. Suddenly, Max's camcorder glitches, the screen flickering for just a second. Whoa! Did you see that? He asks, a nervous tremor in his voice. Maya rallies the troops. Come on! We stick together, in and out before sunset. With that, they step into the shadows of Hollow Pines. The deeper they go, the stranger things get. The trees are marked with bizarre symbols, and the normal sounds of the forest seem distorted and wrong. Following a barely there trail, Zoe reads from her notebook, the woods were cursed after a fire. The boy who vanished, Liam Bell, was last seen near the heart of the forest. Just then, they find an old broken compass on the ground. Its needle spins wildly in circles. Okay, Leo says, his voice tight, that's not how compasses work. A chilling whisper echoes through the trees, a voice that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. Go back, go back. The four friends freeze in their tracks, their adventure suddenly feeling all too real. Following the direction of the whispers, they stumble upon a sight that both terrifies and excites them, a decrepit, moss-covered treehouse, hidden high in the branches of an ancient oak. I think this is it, Max whispers, his camera rolling. Liam's secret base. They cautiously climb the rickety ladder. Inside, it's a time capsule of a forgotten childhood. They find a dusty journal, a faded map with a big X marked on it, and a strange key bearing a fox symbol. Maya opens the journal and reads aloud, Day 4, the voice keeps calling me. I found the door. I locked it. It can't get out. Leo's eyes go wide. WHAT, did he lock in here? As if on cue, the trapdoor on the floor of the treehouse creaks open all by itself. Stealing their nerves, they descend through the trapdoor into a hidden tunnel that leads to a secret underground room. The air is cold and stale. The walls are lined with old, dusty mirrors and faded photographs of kids, their faces eerily scratched out. This wasn't made by kids, Zoe observes, her voice barely a whisper. Is this some kind of prison? Max asks, panning his camera around the creepy space. At the far end of the room, they find a heavy wooden door marked with the same fox symbol as the key. With a deep breath, Maya fits the key into the lock. It turns with a loud click, and the door swings open into darkness. The room beyond is freezing cold. A shifting shadow lingers in the corner. Okay, nope. Leo exclaims, this is where we leave. But a sad voice echoes from the darkness. You came, just like he did. The shadow steps forward, revealing the translucent, shimmering form of a young boy. Liam, Maya asks in disbelief. The ghost boy nods, his eyes filled with sorrow. I didn't mean to stay. The voice tricked me. Don't let it out. Suddenly, one of the mirrors in the room cracks and a smoky, glitching figure begins to seep out. "I need a new voice," the whisperer hisses. Zoe frantically flips through the journal. It says we have to trap it with its name. Maya turns to Liam's ghost. "Liam, what is its name?" "Silethus," he cries out. Together, Maya, Zoe, and Max start chanting, "Silethus, Silethus, Silethus." The smoky figure lets out a piercing screech and is violently pulled back into the mirror, which seals itself with a final crack. Silence! The mirrors go still. Liam's ghostly form begins to fade, but a smile crosses his face for the first time. "Thank you," he whispers, before disappearing into a soft glow of light. The treehouse above them groans, and the group scrambles out of the underground room and back into the forest, just as the last rays of sunset disappear. "We are never going back there," Leo pants, catching his breath. Zoe agrees but adds, "We should leave a warning for others." Maya is already on it. She pulls out a piece of wood and a marker, quickly writing a sign and nailing it to a tree at the forest's edge. "Danger, cursed woods, do not enter." The next day at school, the hallways are buzzing with rumors. "I heard they fought a real ghost," one kid whispers. "Nah, it was just a prank." "Right?" another asks. Maya catches Max's eye across the hall. He gives her a sly thumbs up and then discreetly shows her the screen of his camcorder. On it, the shadowy form of the whisperer is still flickering, captured on tape. "We've got it all," he grins, "because some mysteries stay buried, and some, well, they whisper forever." Thanks for joining us on this spooky adventure. If you loved the mystery of Hollow Pines, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next chilling tale. See you next time.